here. My name is Linden Houston. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to use leftovers and to make a proper meal out of it. So what I'm going to do today, I have some leftover meat. I'll be cooking some rice here, and I'm going to show you how you can let your children, eat, whatever you're left over. If your children don't want to eat it, this is a good way, to let them eat what you cook. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here, once it comes in, please do consider the thumbs up the live. I'm going to cook some fresh rice. So you see all these meat, which I'm going to cut up. They're not going to realize, is a meat they don't want to eat. They're going to get it to eat today. So once it comes in, thumbs up the live, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. So I'm going in some hot water in this just to speed things up, you know what I mean?
How much noise does the machine? I can do
Make great shut up.
Great time, let up.
Yeah, I apologize for that. It's just my wife was telling the dog to be quiet, So I apologize for that unnecessary noise. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter in that. So if times allow me today, is 2 different dish I want to execute. So I'm gonna get my vegetables ready. So I'm gonna use a bit of red pepper, and we're gonna use a bit of yellow. So we're just gonna try to keep it as simple as possible. And we're gonna use probably about 1.5 red onion, bit of garlic. I'm gonna check inside the fridge, see if I have any peas. Okay. So we have some peas. We have some peas here, so I'm gonna put a bit of peas in it. The peas I'm using is frozen. So basically, just use whatever you have to create your own dish. So I'm just gonna set this there. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my vegetables. So this, I'm gonna turn it down a bit. So I'll be using 1 red onion, and that's personal preference. You don't have to use red onion. But whatever you have, just make use of it. So this here, what I'm making some fried rice. I have quite a bit of leftovers. So this is what I do here, to not have any wastage. This is a good idea. If your children, you cook and they don't want to eat the food, just turn it into something else. And this is how I do it. So we have some spring onion, and we have onion peppers, carrot. Have some garlic here. Probably about 2 large cloves of garlic in this. We're going to slice the garlic. So if you're at home and you feel a little bit bored sometimes, this is something you can do with whatever you have in your fridge. I will leave this because I have another dish I want to make, but it's going to be different because I have a piece of beef, so I want to do that a little bit different, but depends. We see how it goes. Sometimes I like to leave the skin on my ginger. That's personal preference. Just give it a good wash. And we're going to cut it as fine as possible. So this is prep, finished prep. The next thing we're going to prep now is all these meats we have left. It's a mixture of chicken, bit of chicken and pork. We're going to cut these up. And we're going to put some love in it. So this is what I do here. Normally, if these left and nobody want to eat them, I just turn them into something else. And trust me, you're going to realize this is going to be disappearing so quick. So here you have different pork, like roast pork. You have roast chicken inside here. So I'm just utilizing up everything. So once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live and feel free to subscribe. You know, every little helps. So we have here some chicken. We're just going to try take the bones out of this. So we're going to cut these up. See, when I finish with this, it's going to be different. Even me going to eat some. See that? All right, the next step is we're going to try to get some flavor in this. Normally, let me see if I find my sesame oil. I don't find the sesame oil. Is no pressure on that at all. You know, I can sort that out without. When I finish with this, I don't need any sesame oil in this. So I'm going to use my wok pot. This thing is thin, so it reaches up the temperature very quick. So you have to watch it. Some olive oil I pour into that. You might think it's a lot, but it's really not a lot. And it's good to cook with olive oil anyway. So here I have carrot, red onion, spring onion, peppers, garlic, ginger. So once this reaches a certain temperature, I'm going to drop them in. I normally use a stick, test the temperature. It's a little thing that I do, but it's always work. So I'm just getting the oil all around here. Because this pot is a little bit thinner. So normally it gets hot a little bit quicker than normal. So it's getting there about a minute or so and I'm good to go. You notice around here getting hot. So what I do, I just use the pot and just swirl it around that the oil get inside it. So that's how we're doing it. So I'm just going to put everything in here. I'm just getting some season on this. A lot of people when they're cooking, they think they shouldn't season their vegetable, but seasoning your vegetable, it's a big thing. It's very important. In here, there's also some season, some spice I blend out, and what I blend out here is nutmeg and cinnamon stick inside this with a bit of pimento, just to make my own allspice. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. I don't want too much in it because otherwise it's going to overpower. I'm just going to let that sweat down a bit. That's one thing. There's a gas guy come. I'm just going to give my wife this color. So what I'm going to do here now, I'm just going to put the chicken. Welcome Jackie, morning. So the chicken, all the meat, pork, chicken, everything going in this. So we have some green peas. We're gonna chop the green peas in. This is frozen. So we're gonna give it a little bit of time to sort that out. Once you come to the ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the like and feel free to subscribe. So what I normally do here, I'm gonna add a little bit of chili flakes, not too much because trust me, this thing here, believe me, there's some chili flakes, but when I say they hot, I mean they're really hot. So I'm just going to try this and see if it has the flavor I want it to have. I'm going to add some oyster sauce. Welcome, guys. I'm just gonna put a little bit of sweet chili in that. But this is personal preference. But trust me, a bit of ketchup. When I finish with this, when I said always work, always work. I have some special season which I've made up here. That's my all-purpose secret blend here. Most of the time I make up my own season. Being as the rice already hot, it's gonna be easy. So that's what I do. So when I finish with this now, guess what's gonna happen? The boys, I said kids, but most of them they're adult anyway. But they understand what I mean. So we're gonna fold in. This is easy. This already finished. I keep the heat, the fire on low. But I'm just gonna take the rice. This is some fresh rice I cook. And then some of the rice. I'm gonna show you another thing I have to sort out. I have another piece of beef which I plan to do a little bit different. If times allow me, I will definitely do it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fold this in. This, I'm not going to put any egg in this. I'm just using a ladle easy as that. And I'm telling you, later, they're gonna eat this all off, I'm telling you. So this is what you can do. You cook some food home and you have some leftover meat. You know, your children are, you have one child or two children. You know, this is what you can do. No, I don't have to put any more rice in that. I'll leave the rest of rice for a particular dish, which I might do if times allow me to. But I really want to do that particular dish. It's kind of a beef and cabbage. So this is very simple. No rush. If you have a little bit of soy sauce, you can put it in there. See that? I'm going to give him a little bit of try. If you want to put a bit of coriander in it, you can add a bit of coriander to it. So with this, just gonna put some coriander in this. You could take a little bit more, just a little bit more salt, not much. In this, I'm using sea salt. I use a lot of sea salt anyway. Just mix in the salt, make it flow evenly. Look at that. You have your bowl here. This is how we're doing it, you know. Put him in the bowl here. Remember, this is leftover in it. Only the rice I cooked just now. Leftover meat in the fridge and stuff. So the fridge, there's no leftover meat now. But I'm telling you, in no time, the boys, they will finish this. They're gonna rip through this like shark. If you're at home, when you're home and you want your kids to eat, just look in the fridge and just, you know, make some fashion. This is a great idea if you want them to eat. Otherwise, if you have any suggestion, you can just ping it, leave a message, and if you have a suggestion dish, I'm happy to help you guys. Look at this. The other one now I want to do is a little bit of beef with cabbage. I'm going to use the same pot. Possibly I'll probably use about the same label. But let me just leave this here for the time being. I'm just going to wash this pot out. So this here, I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to wash this pot. I'm going to use this pot, same pot. We'll see how it goes. Next thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut a piece of raw meat. So because I don't want this too near to the raw meat, I'm going to leave it there. A piece of cabbage in here. All right, these are some, let's say this is what I mean. It's like leftovers in the fridge. I'm going to show you a lovely dish. This cabbage, I'm going to trim this up a bit. You see all the little funny bits on this, just cut them off. Now the cabbage, we're going to kind of shred the cabbage a bit. I'll see how well this knife going. Very fine julienne. You notice how I put the cabbage flattening out, that can cut properly. But you have to be careful. So I normally take layers like this. We're cutting. Normally depends on, you know, you don't have to explain the kids sick. Normally when we growing up, when we're not feeling well, my mom would boil some lovely chicken soup. Either chicken soup or you can get some cornmeal. Made them some lovely cornmeal porridge with a bit of evaporated milk, because cornmeal have the ability to clean and build your system. You know, or just cook them down some nice vegetables also. You know, get some cabbage mixed with some spinach and cook it down lovely. And if they don't love the vegetables, just get some smoked sausage, take the skin off the sausage, slice it, saute it off, and cook it down with the cabbage and the spinach, because sometimes that gives flavor and that will encourage them to eat a bit. So you have to try them, it depends. with kids, you have to try with many different things because kids, they're funny sometimes. So basically, just keep trying them with different things, or blend up some nice fruit. What kind of fruits they like? Just blend up some nice fruits, bit of mango, pineapple, orange. Make it nice. Put it in a lovely glass and give them. Give them a. Kids, they like pretty stuff, so give them a nice colored straw. Just to encourage them a bit. We you know we have 6 kids all together. So I know what it is like. So this is how I cut this cabbage, and I'm going to deal with it on an Olympic level. Yeah, and I know kids is very picky. Sometimes you want kids to eat. You can eat, easy meal. You can get some good quality smoked sausage. When you cook it, slice them, and just put a toothpick in the sausage. One toothpick, and just put a red plum tomato on it. You know what I mean? Things like that. Kids, they like things like that. If you're new here, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Linden Houston. Once you come in, please do thumbs up the live. Support the channel. Feel free, or use the magic word. Please consider to like, share, and subscribe. I need some more oil. It's finished. All right, with this now, I'm just gonna put my cabbage in this. So what the cabbage gonna do, kind of cool down the pot, because the pot is a bit hot. So I need to add some oil to this as quick as possible. So I want this hot. I want that thing to get hot. Season. Now this season, I'm gonna make a video on how to blend your own season. With this, I'm using white cabbage. So this cabbage is a little bit harder, so it can take a little bit longer, but I'm going to work on it. I want to give it a bit of flavor now. Bit of garlic. I'm going to give him some ginger also. So this I want to soften up a little bit. I did have a big carrot in there. We're gonna put a bit of carrot in this. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Once you come in, ladies and gentlemen, please do continue to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So putting the carrot in this is going to give it a little bit of sweetness. We'll leave that there just in case. Bit of butter in that. I will need it again. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna do, because as I said, I'm gonna do some beef with this. So I'm gonna do the beef. It's gonna be quick and easy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The first dish I've done, this one is some fried rice with some leftover meat. I'm just showing you that, if you're home, you have leftover meat, you can utilize it. And look, this is what the result. This is leftover meat turned into fried rice. So now I have some old cabbage in the fridge, and I want to get rid of them. But you're gonna see what I'm gonna do with this. I'm just softening up this cabbage a bit, and I'm gonna show you. I have a piece of beef left from yesterday, and watch how I'm gonna work with beef. Yeah, so the beef. So you notice I just put because the heat coming up here, so I'm just putting the cabbage up. I'm gonna get a little bit of water to touch him. We're gonna put some water in it because the cabbage I'm using, as I said, is white cabbage. The cabbage I use for coleslaw, so it's a little bit hard. But I want this to be a little bit soft. Not overly soft, but watch this, what I'm going to do now. So I need this knife to be really sharp. Nearly. I have a piece of meat there. But I want this. I want to cut in very, 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 very thin. It's like shaving it. And you need a very sharp knife for this. You need sharp knife and you need skill to do this. So this what I'm doing is not a play around menu. See that? I want them very thin, like very thin. You can actually see through them. And it takes skill, but at the end, it's gonna be different. And this knife, you have to watch the knife, because I'm telling you, if this knife, you see that, look like it's burning, yeah, that's what I want. I want a kind of charcoal color on this. Then I'm gonna remove it. So we just leave him there, a little bit more water. Give him some water. With this knife, you have to be careful, take your time, because trust me, this catch your finger, you're gonna be in serious trouble. So that's done now. So that's sitting there. We want this to get piping hot now. I'm looking for a particular, my garlic squeezer, but I can't find it, but I'll just use this one. This is like a garlic crusher. See, garlic already done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna season this on the board. Salt and pepper. Bit of oil. So we're just seasoning this up on the board. Carrot and this, don't really need this. So we're gonna get some of my all-purpose seasoning on this. We're gonna get our hand in this. You know the reason why I cook this also, cut this thin also. It's easier to cook. All right, now this getting hot. Let me just rinse my hand a bit. olive oil down. I'm gonna get a tongue for this. Some of it might lump up, but at least they cut thin to how I want them, because I want them to cook through properly. So when I do some of them like this, you know, they don't stick. There's a reason why I don't put them all in at once like that. With the garlic. So these are gonna be thin and lovely. And they're gonna be soft also, as I use a Aberdeen Angus. Put some love in it. All right. Turn him up. Give him some butter. That should be all right. We're gonna have some red onion here. So you have red onion, bit of spring onion. I'm cutting the spring onion a bit in long shape, like, you know. Bit more salt. Bit more pepper on it. Watch this now. That, just turn him off. You don't need to kill it. You turn him off. Give him a bit of toss. All right. We're gonna plate him up now. Cabbage down. So we're gonna have the cabbage. Some cabbage down on this, you know. ladies and gentlemen, if you do find value in my content, by showing the support, you can just like, share, and please subscribe to the channel. Make the channel better. If you're streaming from a mobile phone, double tap on the screen or a tablet to thumbs up the live. So if you notice, I spread them out a bit. We're going to go over this now. It's a cabbage. So you have your beef and your cabbage here. If you have any parsley or anything, let me see what herbs I find. The herbs I'm using over this, I'm using some fresh coriander, so I'm just cutting them and just over this, freshen them up a little bit, and a little over that also. See, I'm telling you, soft. Sprinkle of sea salt over this. So you see, you have the sizzle beef with your cabbage, your fried rice here. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do continue to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate your time. I'm using the magic word. So please subscribe to the channel. Please thumbs up the channel. Normally I give a close-up shot. Just wipe down this place. I have some garlic in here. Still have some more stuff to do. Probably make a cake later on. Just clean up and then I'm gonna hoover inside the kitchen here. And you can't leave the place dirty. Make sure you take up even these. You finish using these. Put them back. All these go back in the fridge. You know what's in this? Later I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna make a healthy juice. Those of you who subscribe, you might be able to see this. I'm gonna blend these up. Nice healthy drink with mix it with some other stuff. This is aloe vera, comes straight from Maspalomas, Spain. And I bring this there from Spain. Look at that, nice bitter. So I'm gonna cut about here and make some lovely healthy drinks. Clean your inside out, especially, you eat a bit of different things each day. So you need to clean the system. So I'm gonna make a lovely detox drinks with this. So, So remember to thumbs up the live, ladies and gentlemen. And feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate if you subscribe. So this world-class fried rice. This is like a leftover. Normally I normally check in the fridge to see what I have and can utilize. And this is what I come up with. And look at this. This one is I'm very impressed of this one. Because this here is a recipe I come up with. And I'm telling you, it's lovely. And I appreciate even my own self. I appreciate you guys coming on to the live to show your support also. So this dish is like sizzled onion with cabbage. And, it was there, show you how I it. And it's lovely. It have onion, ginger, bit of carrot, salt, pepper, bit of butter. Just simple season I put in it. But it's lovely. So I'm gonna call the boys now, and they definitely, and my wife, she's gonna talk to in. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to thumbs up the live. I appreciate your time. And for those of you who haven't yet subscribed, you have nothing to lose. Please do consider to like, share, subscribe. Do leave positive comment. I'll see you later or tomorrow in another live. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your day, your morning. Peace be unto you all.